So in the last lecture we have seen related to the high speed circuit switched data. In this lecture we are going to continue with another high speed data transfer enhancement of GSM, that is GPRS. As all of we know that GPRS stands for General Packet Radio Service. It is the next step towards more flexible and powerful data transmission, which avoids the problem of HSCSD by being fully packet oriented. As we have seen that HSCSD, which is based on circuit switched data transfer, and this GPRS is based on packet oriented transmission. The basic difference between circuit switched and packet oriented data transmission is that whenever we are using the circuit switched network or data transfer in which follows the fixed path for the data transmission, whereas for the packet data network which may follows the different path for the same connection for the data transfer. In addition to that, the another basic difference for circuit switched and packet data network is circuit switched network which has fixed bandwidth by which data transmission can be done, whereas for packet data network we may not have the same or fixed bandwidth which can be used for the data transmission. In addition to that, the another third basic difference for circuit switched and packet data network is that the which is related to the costing of the use of those two data transmission technologies, in which whatever the charging or you can say costing of circuit switched data transmission, which is based on how much time it is used for the transmission, whereas in the packet data network which is based on how much data is transferred into the transmission. It means that the costing is done how much time it is used in the circuit switched network, and in the GPRS which is based on how much data it is transferred during the transmission. As already know, or we can say this is the basic difference of circuit switched and packet data network. So as we know that the GPRS is based on packet data network, which is, or we can say which already I have given the long form, that is General Packet Radio Service, which provides the packet mode transfer for the application that exhibit traffic patterns such as frequent transmission of small volumes or infrequent transmission of small or medium volumes according to the requirement specification. Compared to existing data transfer services, GPRS should use the existing network resources more efficiently for packet mode application and should provide a selection of quality of service parameters for the service requirements or service requesters, we can say. It means that whenever we have to use the GPRS data transmission, or we can say we use GPRS for the data transmission, it does not require any changes into the hardware or we can say network resources which has GSM by which we can transfer the data. It means that we can use same network resources or we can say hardware of GSM by which we can transfer the data by using GPRS. Whenever we are using the data transfer by GPRS, which allows three types of data transmission by using this data transmission, in which we can transmit the data by unicast way, or we can transfer the data by multicasting way, or we can broadcast the data by using GPRS for the data transmission. The overall goal in the context is the provision of more efficient and cheaper packet transfer service for typical internet application, which is usually based on packet transfer. It means that the GPRS was developed over the HSCSD, as HSCSD, which was using or which is using circuit switched network for the data transmission, for which we have seen that there are some limitation of circuit switched network, for which, or we can say for the intention, or we can say for the purpose of overcoming or avoiding the limitations of HSCSD, the GPRS was developed. The network providers typically supports this model by charging on volume and not on connection time, which I have already explained in the first point itself, that as it is the packet data network which will not charge to the user that how much time this service is used by the user, rather than which charges the user by how much data is transferred by the user into the data transmission. One of the another characteristic of this GPRS data transfer is that is always on characteristics. It means that there is no need of connection prior to the data transfer. Or in other words, we can say that GPRS was driven by the tremendous success of packet-oriented internet and by new traffic models and application. Unlike HSCSD, GPRS does not only represent a software update to allow the bundling of channels, it also represents a big step towards UMITS as the main internal infrastructure needed for UMTS in its initial release, is exactly what GPRS uses. It means that whenever we have to use HSCSD for the data transmission, we have seen that we need to update or upgrade the mobile station and MSC station to use that service for the data transfer. But in case of GPRS, it doesn't require any modification or changes in the mobile station, or we can say any network element by which the data can be transferred. For the new GPRS radio channel, the GSM system can allocate between 1 to 8 time slot within a TDMA frame, same as HSCSD. The time slots which are allocated for the user are not fixed, or we can say in a predefined manner, which allocates depends upon the demand of user for the data transmission. All the time slots can be shared by the users for uplink and downlink, which are separated in the GPRS. Allocation of slots is based on current load and operator preferences. It means that whenever the number of users are interested for the data transmission, the allocation of time slots are limited whenever there are more number of users. But in case of less number of users, the more number of time slots can be allocated for the user who is interested for the data transmission. In addition to that, depending on the coding, a data transfer rate up to 170 kbits per second is possible into the GPRS, in which, or you can say in a comparison with HSCSD, this data transmission rate is again too much high, for the data transfer. It means that in HSCSD we can transfer the data up to 60 kbits per second, whereas in case of GPRS we can transfer the data up to 170 kbits per second is possible. For GPRS, operator often reserve at least one time slot per cell to guarantee a minimum data rate. It means that in every cell there is one fixed time slot which is reserved for the GPRS user for the data transmission. The GPRS concept is independent of channel characteristics and of the type of channel and does not limit the maximum data rate. It means that whenever all the resources are free, or we can say whenever there are less number of users, the higher data rate up to 170 kbits per second can be achieved, by which the user can transfer the data. All GPRS services can be used in a parallel to conventional services. It means that even though the user is using teleservice, supplementary service, or we can say basic services of GSM, in addition to that, parallelly the user can use the GPRS service for the data transmission with higher data rate as compared to a simple basic bearer service of GSM. If it is used together with GSM, GPRS can also be used for other TDMA system. This is nothing but about the overview, or we can say comparison of HSCSD, that is circuit switched data transfer, and GPRS, that is packet data network transfer for the different users. So this question can be asked: compare circuit switched data network and packet data network for 4 marks in the university exam. The expected points in the explanation are: first one is what is mean by circuit switched network, what is mean by packet data network, how the data is transferred in circuit switched network, how the data is transferred in packet data network, how the costing can be done in, or we can say charging can be done in circuit switched data network and packet data network, and the third comparison point by which we can compare, that is bandwidth used for circuit switched network and packet data network. So these are the expected points by which we can compare circuit switched network, data network and packet data network for the data transmission. Thank you.